Welcome to another episode. Tell me all about it.
Well, I'm watching the
Uh,
Kia. I'm watching the live camera from Kiev, Ukraine, and
Would you like to share your camera?
yeah, 15 minutes I've been watching. I have not seen one act of war, no explosions. It ain't. I don't see the screen. Can you see it?
I do.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. Okay. That's all over.
Huh?
So that's all over.
Yeah. And it's looked like that for 15 minutes straight. I mean, like a car went by.
You think it's all just a repeat?
I don't know.
Is it a conspiracy
Well,
theory that they
I,
just keep looping the video like Jason Bourne would do?
well, it could be Barry. It could be. I don't know. Um, one thing I noticed a few minutes ago, if you look at this view and then this view, okay, look at this camera. Notice what you see. You see one, two, three, four, right? Look at this one on the bottom left, right? Now, let me switch to this YouTube channel. It's a different YouTube channel, right? This is a different YouTube channel, right? See this one and then this one, right?
Yeah.
But this bottom left is the same camera. Look, no
Yeah.
matter same camera, right?
Okay.
Okay, now wait a few minutes. I done seen this happen about 2, 3 times.
It's gonna be a delay or something, Russ.
It could be, but what I'm saying is, it says live and the timer is ticking. Look at the timer right there and the timer right here. So supposedly it's running live. This one also, you got a timer right there in the middle. I seen a car go by. I switched to this channel. The car wasn't there. I switched back and back. I kept watching for it. Never saw it. So it could just be a delay. But there's several people, man. There's a bunch of people got live streams of this. And I don't see nothing going on. I mean, what are they all at the hotel? The Russians? If they ain't from there, they got to be, where are they staying? Probably on the sleeping in the woods, right? I don't know. But anyway, so should women
So,
fight in this? Should women fight in this war? Oh, there's the same camera right there. This number 2. 1, 2. See it?
uh-huh.
Same camera. But anyway, should women fight in
So,
the war, Barry? You want to see something? Here's a good point right here. Watch this. Boom. Why the U.S. military never leaves anyone behind. When you get shot in battle, if you're wounded or killed, they got to rescue your body, man. They can't leave you. You know that?
So what happens?
Well, when you get shot in battle, if you're out on the battlefield, you and your platoon, right, and your comrade gets shot right beside you or up in front of you. Part of your duty is to rescue that man, even if he's dead. Even if he's dead, his head blown off, he's partial body, limbs missing. You got to go get him and bring him back. And the helicopters come in and pick up the dead a couple, 3 times a day in the military, in the war, during the war. They stack the dead bodies at the LZ, the landing zone. They call it LZ. And that's where the helicopter lands. They got to have a clearing, a clear spot for the helicopter. And the helicopter comes and picks up the dead and the wounded. And whoever's the platoon commander, the one with the radio, he's calling back saying, they need a medevac or whatever, got wounded, got dead, come get them. And sometimes, all the time, they fly back the wounded with the dead. They load them all in the same helicopter. They throw the dead bodies on the floor, and the wounded soldiers, they set them on top. They fly them out. Guns fire. So
Yeah.
if you're a woman in battle, and are you going to be able to save a man that got shot and wounded? Because you got to carry him on your shoulder, and plus you're under fire. If you can just fight the battle out, and once the battle's over, then you can go collect all the dead bodies. Yeah, you can do that. But
then you wouldn't have the physical strength to.
No, I don't think they have the physical strength
to drag them out.
No, I don't think they have the physical strength.
So what's Saving Private Ryan, huh?
Yeah. It's for real. You remember this right here, right? You remember this guy I showed you a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Look at him.
Exactly.
They're shooting at him. He's running with
do that.
His friend.
Look how far.
Yeah. Look at him.
And they're shooting all around him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're shooting all around him. If a woman can do that, I'd be so tired by now, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
He's in the desert, too. It's probably hot.
I used to be saying, hey, man, you there? You all right? You don't say nothing. I'm going to have to drop your ass. Because, I don't know. It's really covering you.
Whoever that is probably dead. They look dead.
Well, if he gets shot, they probably his body armor anyway. That's what he's using them for.
Look, he's slowing down. Look at that. He ain't running no more. He's basically.
He can't. He's out.
He's out. He is exhausted.
Yeah. Oh.
Where's he going?
Are they just messing with him?
No, I don't think so.
Nah, they can't shoot that bad.
Yeah, they probably just shoot in front of him, man. Come on, don't shoot him. But think about it. Where's he going? He's in the middle of a desert.
I know he's been walking so long, man.
Where's the building? Where's the fort you trying to get to, man? Where are you going?
Yeah.
Think about it. Look, he's gotten
trying to get behind that rock. Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Lay down behind the rock. I don't know if he made it. But that's pretty impressive, ain't it?
It was.
See the car? Bottom left. Look.
Yeah.
Okay. Same camera. No car.
But you gotta wait a second on the second
Okay,
one.
I'm waiting.
Well, you gotta wait and see what the delay is. You know what I'm saying? You got to
Yeah.
sit right there to see how long it takes for it to get on the other camera. Because it don't look like nothing's happening on. But yeah, you got to wait and watch. See, and time it out. Might be 20 seconds.
Well, just because that uh camera feed, I don't know. That one could, you never know, man. But if I tell you what, if I see a car go by on here,
How
oh
about
look,
that? Could have been the first one.
look,
See, look.
I think it was.
You know what I'm
Yeah. So let's
saying?
remember this one's called live
Look,
stream.
look, 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 look.
Okay,
That's-
look, coming from this way, from the left. Look at him. All right. Now switch to the one on the right. Should be a car coming from the left. That was about what, 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's what it is. Think about that, Barry. We're watching a camera in another part of the world right now. That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, from the comfort of our home. While they got bombs going over their head.
But I don't see no bombs. Look in that one top right corner. The top right. Shouldn't I
Uh-huh.
be shouldn't I be seeing at least one or two explosions out there? I mean, what do? Shut it down at night? They got like a curfew, what? No war at night?
Yeah. That's the new war, new age.
No war because COVID. You might catch COVID. Well, I never saw that car go by.
I never did either. You literally gonna have to put those two screens side by side, you know,
Yeah. Well, I've
and
been
watch
on it the whole time.
it.
Oh, look, car from the right this time. See it? You seen it?
Yeah. I just seen one in this one now. If you didn't change it,
Yeah, I saw one there too, over here on the right.
I saw the one leaving on the left.
Oh,
And it was going left.
yeah, that was the one. Yeah, and I kept switching back and forth. This is politishows.gr. See it right there in the middle, politishows. And then this one is whatever, live stream events. Oh,
There's a car on the right over there,
yeah, right
but,
there.
but you don't have two screens of that one.
No. Yeah, I do right here in the center. That's that one.
If it done roll by, we
It
wouldn't be
could
able
have.
to see both of them at the same time anyway.
Yeah, it could have. There's that one there too. Same one. pretty damn low key war, ain't it?
Yeah. Let's see.
Hmm. So anyway, I don't know.
You work today?
Yeah,
Where was you at?
Princeton.
Is that a town where the school is?
Yeah, hardcore left, liberal, big time liberal. I went right through. I went right through the middle of college campus with a Trump sticker on my back window. Nobody did nothing. Nobody
Ain't
blew the
nobody
horn.
there nothing.
Nope. Nobody blow the horn, shoot a bird, nothing.
Nothing.
You can't. How can you, man? How like what would your argument be? Fuck Trump. Why?
Yeah, now.
Yeah, because what do you do? Like, look at what this dude did. You like this dude better, Biden? Come
Yeah,
on,
for real. Nobody likes this dude, man.
man.
Look,
This dude's stupid, man. It's just ridiculous, you know.
it is.
It is. Everything's.
Everything's falling apart, man. Cause look,
It
all these
is.
prices ain't gonna go back down.
I don't see it either. I
No, it
mean,
just don't. It don't ever happen. That's where it sticks. Now it's a new floor.
yep. You're
You see what
right.
I'm saying? It's just a
Yep.
new floor. Why the hell are we gonna take the
Go
money
back.
back when they're paying for it now?
I know. But you know, do you remember gas was like $3.15 and it creeped up over $3 for a while. And then we got Trump and it went down to like 187. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
So the fact that it's like $4 now, it could go back down, especially if this election fraud or whatever comes through, man, because man, I've been hearing this forensic audit, election fraud. We're going to show the world for dude so long. And I'm like, how are you going to build this up like this and then not do it? You know, nothing come from it. That's just I can't imagine that we're going to play it up and put it on, you know, out there like every couple days there's new, you know, statements
But
about.
it depends. Where you get what sources and stuff are you
Well,
getting your
I listen to all the alternative media, like
okay.
single people, you know, like digging up news events and
Yeah.
you know, and then they put
Conspiracy theorists.
yeah, I mean, you could call them that, but the truth is, I mean, I look at what everybody says, and then I say, well, what makes sense?
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to tell you their side lean towards, you know what I'm saying? But I think the best way to do it is to listen to it and then judge, you know, what makes the most sense. You know what I'm saying? And when you try to hide or try to prevent someone from seeing something, it's a kind of a dead giveaway. You know what I mean? Like if they're doing a murder investigation and they ask the husband, where were you on the night that, you know, your wife disappeared? Well, I was, you know, at my buddy's house watching a football game. Can we have your phone to verify that? Would you be willing to give us your? No, I can't give you my phone. Well, why not? Your phone? No, I can't give you my phone. See what I mean? As soon as they do that, that's a dead giveaway, man. What if you are telling the truth where you were at the time? Give up your phone and let it prove it. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as they do that, it's like I don't need to know. Talk to your buddy whose football game you were at his house watching a football game, because you won't give up your phone. That tells me right there. You know what I'm saying? That something's going on. You're not being honest. You don't want us to see your phone, you know? So with these election records and stuff, they've been hiding that shit since the beginning. They will not give up the routers, the passwords, the voting machines. Like they've subpoenaed the voting machines to do, you know, to like you know, get the data off of it, right? To like, you know, go through the data and shit. They won't let them. They lock these voting machines up. They ignore the subpoenas, you know, all kind of stuff. And it's like, oh, I just heard explosions. I just heard a boom. Did you hear that?
I didn't.
I did. I heard boom, big ass boom.
Rewind it.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I can.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Okay, I think I might have just did.
Pray for Ukraine. Russia is denying deaths.
Russia's what?
Sorry, that was no explosion. It was me blowing the microphone.
Oh.
So so it was a explosion. You just gotta rewind it for a couple seconds.
I did.
Find it. Did you play it back?
Yeah, it's playing back now. But you know, man, you know what? There's, you know what I'm hearing is, and I believe this, and this is why I believe it, Barry, because you look at two different sides of this. Okay, you got the mainstream news, the television channels, you know, all them. They're telling you Vladimir Putin is a dictator. He's like a Hitler. He wants to take over Ukraine, right? Yep. Okay, that's their side of the story. The other side of the story is that Ukraine has a corrupt government, just like the United States. They have a corrupt. There it went. You hear it? That was an explosion.
Rewind it. I couldn't hear it. That's the thing.
Okay, I'm gonna rewind it.
Right. It's a couple seconds. I mean,
42 seconds. Listen, about 35 seconds. So probably 25 seconds. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Listen. Well, my timer must have been off. I don't know. Damn it. Well, I don't know. I thought I rewinded it 45 seconds. But anyway, man. Okay, listen to this. You got two sides of the story. One side is saying Vladimir Putin's a dictator. He's a Hitler. He wants to take over and control Ukraine. The other side is saying Ukraine has a corrupt government and Russia is trying to annihilate the corrupt government because they're encroaching on his borders. And with them being right up against his border, and they can bring in shit to attack him with through the Ukraine. See what I mean? Because Ukraine borders Russia. So if Ukraine is dirty, if their government is corrupt and they're taking money from United States government and they're right on Russia's border, well then that's a passageway for United States to get right up against Russia's border. See, that's like the Cuban Missile Crisis. Remember that? You ever heard of the Cuban Missile Crisis? You know where Cuba is, right? Barry, your mic is muted, man.
Yes, I do know where Cuba is located, Russell.
Okay, Cuba. Back in, I don't know, the 70s, I think, there was this thing called the Cuban Missile Crisis, right?
Okay.
What happened was everything was running normal, smooth, day-to-day operations. Nothing was out of the ordinary. Everything was cool. And all of a sudden, one day, the United States discovered that Russia had snuck nuclear missiles to Cuba. So all of a sudden, out of the blue, Russia is sitting about 60 miles off the coast of the United States with Russian nuclear missiles, big ones. They could wipe us out. We had no idea. That was the Cuban Missile Crisis. So immediately, I think it was John F. Kennedy was president. I'm not sure. It might have been a different president, but immediately they started discussion. They started talking. All right, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
they had to, because within minutes we would have had a total disaster on our hands. So basically, I'm hearing that Vladimir Putin sees a potential Cuban Missile Crisis in Ukraine, because if Ukraine is doing dirt with the U.S. government, that could create problems for Russia, because Ukraine borders Russia, and United States could bring in nuclear missiles up to the Russian border through Ukraine. And I heard that's why Vladimir Putin is after Ukraine. That's what he's trying to eliminate, right? Now, you take those two stories and you decide which one is true. You decide.
You asking me, sir?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was blank, man.
Well, really, anybody in the world, that this is how you got to look at this thing right here. There's one source. So the one side of the story is Vladimir Putin is a dictator. He's basically like Hitler. He wants to take over Ukraine and control Ukraine. Other side of the story is Ukraine has a dirty government tied in with the dirty United States government. And Putin is going into Ukraine to dismantle that crooked government, because if they're doing dirt with United States can now gain access to Russia's border through Ukraine. You follow me?
Yeah.
And that's what Vladimir Putin is trying to prevent. He's trying to dismantle the crooked Ukrainian government, because he thinks they're doing dirt with United States dirty, corrupt government, and they can now bring nuclear weapons or whatever they want right up through Ukraine, right to the Russian border, and attack him. You follow me?
Yeah.
You see how that could be a problem, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so you take those two sides of the story. Side A, these people over here saying, oh, Vladimir Putin is a dictator, he's a Hitler, he wants to just own and control Ukraine. Side B saying, no, Vladimir Putin is going after Ukraine because they have a dirty, corrupt government who's in bed with the United States dirty, corrupt government, who could then bring nuclear missiles right up to his border. And he wants to stop that. That's what he's going after in Ukraine. And you got two different sides of the story. Which one's true? You got to decide. It's up to the individual. What do you think is more likely? What do you think is, you know what I'm saying? Based on what you know in the past, and based on what you know about these things in general, which one's likely true? Now, there's a lot of stuff you can go back and dig up about the United States relationship with Ukraine over the past 10 years or more.
Okay.
And you can also look at Russia's relationship with Ukraine. Like what happened with Russia and Ukraine over the past 20 years. How has their relationship been? Has he ever tried to do this before? Why is he doing it now? I don't know if he did before, but
Why is he doing it now? What do you think?
Well, I mean,
you know, I'm not too big
Well,
on why he would do that. I don't know.
yeah. Well, I guess the fact that he's doing it now with Joe Biden in office, because Joe Biden obviously wants to protect Ukraine. He's come out public and said that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Why would you go into Ukraine when you have a president of the United States who is one of your a worthy adversary? You know what I mean? Because you, hey, mommy, you can't bully Russia. Can't bully U.S. Russia could bully Turkey or somebody like that, a little country. Russia could bully Canada. They ain't no match. But you can't bully U.S. Russia can't bully U.S. We're a match for them. You know what I'm saying? They'd be a fight. It would be a good fight, right? So they ain't
Right.
going to just do that. So why would he go into Ukraine now when Joe Biden is president, knowing Joe Biden is going to stick up for Ukraine? See what I mean? That kind of be not really strategic on his part. You know what I mean? If you're going to pick on a little kid at the playground, would you pick on him when his big brother's there?
No.
Or would you wait until his big brother ain't around and you got him? See, nobody. But right now, Ukraine's got a big brother, Joe Biden. So
Yeah, but they didn't. That didn't matter. It's Joe, like you said, his brother's not there. His brother's across
yeah,
the
but
street at his
yeah,
friend's
but
house.
right, but we can get there. Like it ain't no problem. We can have fighter jets there in a minute or two. You know what I mean? We can have ships.
So why haven't we?
I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, I think because it's like rules and laws of war. There are certain laws around war. You can't just do whatever you want to. You know, that's why they got that NATO thing. It's like an agreement.
Well, Putin ain't part of that shit.
No, he's
Yeah.
not.
How can I go by y'all's NATO rules when I'm not part of it?
Right. But the thing is, if he attacks a NATO country or violates that NATO rule, NATO can get on him. So even though he's not part of NATO, NATO can go after him and say, "Look, we're all in a clique. We got a little thing going, and if you mess with one of our little friends, we're all going to come down on you, all of us." You know what I'm saying? So that's why.
But are we?
I mean, I don't
You know
know.
what I mean? But
I don't
are we?
know. I mean, could you see tomorrow Joe Biden comes on TV and says, "I'm ordering U.S. troops to border of Ukraine, ships and planes"?
No.
You don't
I
think
don't
he's going
see
to do
that
that?
happening. I don't think that's happening. See, you don't do it. Oh, you saw that was an explosion right there in the middle.
I
Little
think
town. There's just some sparks.
yes. I think it's like snow or bugs. I don't know.
No, that was like that wasn't none of
Well,
that.
it's blowing
I
around
see what
now.
you're talking about. That's
Yeah,
bugs and stuff. And there was like a little explosion
yeah. I
right
did.
there in the
I
center.
saw something. I saw some white stuff go by, but anyway, yeah. So I look at all those things, man. Like try to figure it out. It's almost like a murder investigation. No detective. I mean, I ain't gonna say no detective ever saw the murder because some murders are captured on security cam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes a murder happens right in front of a security camera, so they do get to see the murder happen, take place. They know what happened, but 9 times out of 10, the detective never saw the murder take place. He's got to piece together the puzzle of what happened based on
He never sees them.
exactly 99% of the murders. The detective don't see; they just find a dead body, and they have to start from scratch. Look for
Right?
fingerprints. Look.
Who's the last person you were with? Who called on the
Exactly.
phone?
Check
And
their
they
phone.
always get them, and they tell on
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
But it always
That's right. They do. They do. They always get caught. But you know something, man? That's kind of how we have to be right now. We have to be like detectives.
Well,
Huh?
I don't know why. I don't understand why it even bothers us. They're over there fighting. And shit, I'm going to sleep in a minute.
Yeah, I
You know
know.
what I'm saying? And get up and go to work tomorrow.
Well, the
And
only reason we care about it is because our government cares about it. See, they're pumping it out on the television. Oh, war, 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 war,
yeah,
war, war. Otherwise, we would never know.
yeah, you're right. Why do we care as a country?
Yep. Why does Joe Biden care? You got to look at it like that. Like the current administration. Like, why do they care? Well, one thing we know is his son's on the board of the energy. Kerry's son, Pelosi's son, and Mitt Romney's son are all working for the Ukraine energy company Burisma. And they had investigations against Hunter. They dropped them.
Pull it up.
I sent you this the other night. What'd I send you? The Joe Biden tapes.
Yeah, pull up the Joe Biden tapes.
You remember that?
You took that picture?
What? That's it right there, but it's an hour and 13 minutes.
Well, just skip to the parts.
Well, it's all. The whole thing is they break it down. They let you hear it, and then they tell you what they were talking.
From that, what points did you take from it?
Can you hear the audio?
Yeah, a little.
You were saying, I missed what you were saying.
Yeah. So, first of all, I'm very happy to be here. Second, it's very, very good for me to find out the time for me even in Minnesota. And I'm drinking some days to be Minnesota.
That's easy, man. I tell you what, I'd like to be with you instead of Minnesota right now, but go ahead.
The third, I have some positive and negative news. I will start with the positive news.
Well, good.
John, I have a second positive news for you. Yesterday, I met with the General Prosecutor Shokin.
That's who was investigating Hunter, Shokin.
We didn't have any corruption charges. We don't have any information about this. He's doing something wrong. I especially asked him, no, it was the day before yesterday. I especially asked him to resign. As his position as a state person. And despite the fact that he has a supporting power. And as a finish of my meeting with him, he promised me to give me the statement on resignation. 1 hour ago, he gave me the written statement of his resignation.
Great.
And this is my second step for keeping
From Daily Caller News Foundation.
Great.
Said it's from the Daily Caller News Foundation.
I guess.
For Vice President Biden. Introducing President Poroshenko.
Hey, Mr. President Joe Biden. How are you?
Very well indeed. All the time when I hear your voice, it's a great pleasure for me.
Well, I'm on air first too, and I think we're going to stay connected. We just took off, and I'm hoping this connection will stay open. Assuming that there is a new government and a new prosecutor general, I am prepared to do a public signing of the commitment for the $1 billion. Again, I'm not suggesting that that's what you want or don't want. I'm just suggesting that that's what we're prepared to do. And again, it wouldn't be finalized until, the IMF pieces are written.
Extremely strong motivation. One of the possible candidates was leader of my faction, Lutsenko, who is the public figure. If you think that the political motivated figure would be not very good from your point of view, I recall this proposal. I do not propose, because nobody knows that I want to propose Lutsenko. In this situation, I take all the political motivated figures out of this.
All right. Well, look. Let me. When you and I finish speaking, let me huddle with my team, talk over what you and I just talked about. I agree with you. There is a sense of urgency here. Hey, Mr. President Joe Biden, how are you?
Very well indeed. As usual, when I hear your voice. Thank you.
Well, you are doing very well. Congratulations on getting the new prosecutor general. I know there's a lot more that has to be done, but I really think that's good. And I understand you're working with Iran in the coming days on a number of additional laws to secure the IMF. So, but congratulations on installing the new prosecutor general. It's going to be critical for him to work quickly to repair the damage that Shokin did. And
you see that? Shokin was the prosecutor general that was investigating Hunter Biden. Joe Biden went over there and he told him, if you don't get rid of that general prosecutor, I'm not giving you, in the United States is not giving you the $1 billion that we agreed to give you. And before my flight leaves Ukraine, before my plane gets off the ground, Air Force 2, when it leaves the ground, if that prosecutor's still working, you guys ain't getting the money. He straight out told him that. And then he said, a couple hours later, I got a phone call from Poroshenko, and he said the prosecutor is now resigned. And that's what he's talking about now. He said, I'm glad you got the new prosecutor general. So see, that tells me there's something shitty going on. And this guy here, Petro Poroshenko, on the right, that guy Poroshenko,
yeah,
he's no longer the president of Ukraine. Now it's the Zelensky guy.
Yeah. And
so
Zelensky was in it with him too, I think.
I don't know. We don't know yet. Look, and I'm a man of my word. And now that the new prosecutor general is in place, we're ready to
sign.
Move forward to signing
that new $1 billion loan guarantee.
See?
And I don't know how you want to go about that.
It was pay for play. We'll give you the $1 billion if you remove the prosecutor who's investigating my son.
I'm not going to be able to get to Kyiv.
So why wasn't they able to move forward on that?
Do what?
Why wasn't they able to move forward with anything on that then? Like
what?
Prosecute?
Oh, because they fired the prosecutor. The guy who was doing the investigation on Hunter Biden, they just got rid of him. That's what that guy Poroshenko said. He said, I asked him to resign, give me a letter of resignation, and even though we weren't able to find anything wrong, he still went ahead and resigned. And Joe Biden said, oh, that's great news. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, I'm ready to do a public signing for the money, right? And that's why they never got anywhere on the investigation on Hunter Biden, because they got rid of the prosecutor.
In the next month or so. And And I don't know whether you can either.
So why didn't anybody else try to take it any further? They have all this evidence, like we're looking at now.
Yeah, well, I'm obviously the new prosecutor general is dirty. He's like hush hush. He's not going to do the investigation. See what I'm saying? He's probably paid off to just keep his mouth shut. And so maybe that's why that Vladimir Putin from Russia is now going after Ukraine. He's trying to dismantle this dirty ass government, including the new prosecutor general. Who's see? I mean, because if they're doing dirt with the U.S., they're Ukraine's government and United States government is in cahoots together. That's bad for Vladimir Putin because U.S. has nukes, U.S. has firepower, and if Ukraine lets U.S. in secretly, guess what? U.S. can bring nukes up to the border of Russia, right up to the line. Right up to the line. And then we got Russia. See what I mean? Then it's an all-out war, and the war is going to happen in Russia. Because if the U.S. can bring their nukes and their troops and all that into Ukraine secretly, and the Ukraine government lets them, it's a surprise attack. They can just say, hey, guess what? We're here. Boom, boom, boom. And the war is going to take place over there in Russia. They're going to see what I'm saying. It's not going to happen over here. It's going to happen in Russia.
It's not going to ever happen over here.
Well, it almost
say that. I can't say that.
I know. We should go into that one night. But guess what, man? I got to go to bed. I got to get up early, man. My wife just came in. Man. Yeah, so, listen, this is good for people to think about. Always listen to both sides. Let the left tell their story and let the right tell their story. Let them all tell their story, and then you decide what's true, what makes sense, and do a little digging. Go back. Look at the history of people, and you know what I'm saying? Piece it together and try to come up with what's most likely, because you're never going to know the whole truth. Criminals never admit, oh, okay, you got me. Yeah, that's what I did. Yep, this is how I did it. Very rarely they admit it, come clean. They're usually going to keep lying and lying and lying all the way to the end. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
A lot of prisoners are in prison and still claim they're innocent. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. You know what I mean? They've been in prison 25 years. It wasn't me. So, and
sometimes it wasn't.
You're right.
A lot of times it wasn't. We'll talk about that another time too.
I know. You ever see that movie Making a Murderer? I'm gonna type it in the chat. Dude, you want to see some real scary shit? Watch that movie. That'll scare your ass off right there. Making a Murderer. It's on Netflix. Or it used to be. I'll send you a link to it.
All right, and I'll send you a link to something also.
Huh?
I said I'll also send you a link to something when you write very good stories. Let's see. All right, man. We're going to end it for tonight, and we'll come up with something. We'll get back on here.
Okay.
All right.
You got Netflix?
I do.
All right, here. Oh, I'm sending you a link to it right here.
I see what it says. Making a Murder. I can type it up. You're fine.
I'm sending you a link to your email.
Oh, gotcha.
Can I? If I put it in here, will it stay?
I guess. I'm not sure.
I just put it in the chat.
Yeah, it did.
You want to see something scary? I'm talking about sure enough frightening. Watch that movie right there, man. You won't be able to. You'll be scared to go out the house for a couple days. I'm serious, man. It's sad how these police framed this man. Straight up framed him.
Happens all the time.
It's
right.
awful. It's awful. All right, bye.
Good night.
Peace.
Peace.